And speaking of movies, we have a lot of things to talk about tonight because there are massive Blu-ray sales going on right now. Obviously, with everything going on with COVID and with quarantine, Black Friday is going to be handled a little differently by a lot of the online retailers at least, but even some of the brick and mortar places like Best Buy already offering some great discounts. And one awesome thing is that Amazon typically will match their discounts. And so you're finding a lot of deals on bestbuy.com and a lot of deals also on Amazon. And we'll go through just some of the major deals going on right now. I have that pulled up on a screen, and we'll just go through those. And I'll show you the site that I tend to use when figuring out what movies to buy and following prices and following all these different things. So, again, thank you very, very much for being here and for showing your love and support. So we'll go ahead and just go through some of these deals that are going on right now. Let's see if I can make this work. Boom, there we go. My audio should be coming through still, and you should see some of the things that are on screen. And so you got some things, some deals. This is a website that I've been using for years now. It's Bluray.com, pretty simple stuff. They have an app. The app is really awesome because not only can you basically pick a movie to track, and it'll send you updates when it reaches a certain price. So basically, you can tell Bluray.com in the app to say, hey, I want to track this movie. Let's say it's The Dark Knight. Let me know when The Dark Knight reaches $10. And once it does reach it, it'll actually send you a notification, and then you can buy it pretty quickly. And as you can see, you can basically break it down by Blu-ray, by 4K, 3D Blu-ray, if you're into that kind of thing. I've never quite understood that myself, but hey, it is what it is. You can even track games, and it gives you all those different options. And again, you can track deals. And obviously, you can also set it to things like best deals, newest deals, which is just deals that are the most recent. So actually, there's a ton of films that have just gone on sale. So it looks like Underworld on 4K. That looks like it's a PS5 game, though. So these are all games that have gone on sale, it looks like. You also have lowest prices, which will show you the dirt cheap films. And every now and then, there's actually some pretty cool ones there. For instance, the first Now You See Me, I actually thoroughly enjoyed. John Wick 2, obviously pretty great. $5 for that Blu-ray DVD combo pack. Mile 22. With Mark Wahlberg, I've heard some mixed things about. I mean, you got classics like Jaws and Apollo 13 as well. Again, you can get those for a pretty decent price. And then, of course, you have deals by day, which can break it down as far as when the deals have gone live. But typically, I like to stay on best deals. But as you can see up here, you can also break it down by if you want to follow iTunes, Google Play, Prime, Vudu, Best Buy, etc. I usually keep it on I usually keep it on Amazon because Amazon typically has the best deals. And anytime that Best Buy has any special deals, typically what you'll find is that Amazon will also kind of match those prices as well. In fact, as you can see, the Dark Knight 4K is on sale right now for $10. $10 for the Dark Knight on 4K Ultra HD. $10 for a 4K is actually a really good deal. You'll find some that will go as low as like maybe $7 or $8, but typically speaking, at least now, 4Ks, their sweet spot is really around $10 on 4K. And so if you're someone that's looking to collect, if you're someone that is a huge fan of The Dark Knight and you have a 4K player or you want to start building up a 4K collection, this seems like a pretty good deal, especially since this is the 4K Ultra HD and Blu-ray, so you get a standard Blu-ray and a 4K as well. So again, you get kind of that room to grow. And it's only $10. But anyway, as I was saying, so The Dark Knight is on sale. Dark Knight Rises is on sale. I don't plan to buy that because I just think The Dark Knight Rises is terrible. That's just my own thought on that. But also Batman Begins is on 4K. So I've had The Dark Knight on 4K for a while now. And I've been waiting so patiently for Batman Begins to go on sale as well. And it's been a long time coming, but finally it is on sale. However, it's sold out on Amazon, at least for that $10 price. And so therefore, since these prices are mostly just copying what Best Buy is doing, I was able to go to Best Buy and get it for $10 over there. Should be getting in by Friday. So that's usually the way that I do it, is I go between Amazon and Best Buy. Typically, they are the best when it comes to prices for physical media, especially. And this is the site that I use. And so as you can see, let's go ahead and go through some of these deals. So one pretty cool deal right now is that you can get the Mission Impossible 6 movie collection on Blu-ray for $15. So that is pretty impressive, if I must say so myself. That is pretty darn impressive. And then you got films like Top Gun on 4K for $10. Uncut Gems, I was not a huge fan of myself. I know that some people were. To me, it was just a giant mess and giant noise of a movie, but still, on Blu-ray, that's $6. As I said, The Dark Knight is available on 4K for $10. Gretel and Hansel, because for some reason they thought we have to make another one of these movies, just by flipping the names around this time, is available for $6 if you wanted to give that film a shot. Ready Player One, which I find to be terrible, probably one of the worst Spielberg films ever made. Ready Player One is $10 on 4K. Some pretty cool deals here. I think Godzilla King of the Monsters was pretty boring for me, kind of, because it focused too much on the human stories, and I wasn't a huge fan of it still. $10 on 10K, on 4K is pretty good. The Gentleman, I actually picked this deal up myself because I've heard great things about The Gentleman, and it's a film that I was not able to see in theaters because of, obviously quarantine was happening around that time, and so I was able to pick that one up for $10 on 4K because I figured, why not? I'd be interested in checking it out. You got the Rush Hour Trilogy, so the Rush Hour films for $10, all three of them. You got Detective Pikachu on 4K for $10. The latest Rambo, Last Blood, $10 as well. And yeah, and also I believe that the Criterion Collection is still on sale. So remember, I went through some of those last time, so you can get a lot of those on sale for about $20 or so, when typically they're around $40. And yeah, you can get, if you wanted to, you could actually get a couple of really crappy movies like Terminator Dark Fate, or as we like to call it, Terminator Woke Fate, or even Will Smith's Gemini Man on 4K for $10 each. Venom, which I enjoyed a little bit more than those, $10. You also got Aquaman, Tina and Steph's favorite movie of all time. That's on sale for $10 right now. Into the Spider-Verse on Blu-ray for $6. Tina's favorite film, Parasite. I've actually considered picking this one up because there is both a sale right now for the 4K and also for the Criterion Collection of this movie. I think I might hold off on that one because I'm kind of happy with the Blu-ray copy I have right now. I actually like that movie, despite the fact that Tina did not. The Irishman, which is the latest Netflix film by Martin Scorsese. That one is actually a Criterion release now, so that's $20 for a relatively new release, which is pretty good for new Criterion releases especially. The movie was okay. It was kind of like a mixed bag a little bit for the most part. You got Whiplash, which is probably one of my all-time favorite films, especially from modern era filmmaking. Whiplash is just so freaking awesome. That's on sale on 4K for $15 right now. There is a really sweet-looking 4K Steelbook at Best Buy, not on sale, but it's one that I am personally looking into myself. And so that might be what I pick up instead. Because I do like collecting steelbooks and all that kind of stuff. So those are kind of like the top deals going on right now. A lot of 4Ks, as I said, on sale. If you really want to get Crimes of Grindelwald, you could if you wanted to. Hobbs and Shaw, again, you could if you wanted to. And as you can see, just tons of stuff. John Wick 2, as I said, this is normally the lowest that a 4K typically will get. And right now, around $8 or so. So you can get John Wick 2 on 4K for around $8. And as I said, if there are movies on here that you think should be here, so there's the first John Wick there as well. You can obviously check on Amazon for further information, and you can check over at Best Buy as well. As typically speaking, Best Buy will have the same deals because Amazon typically doesn't have its own deals naturally. Normally, it's just copying what Best Buy is doing. But that's great for things like this, like Black Friday sales. And since we're not really having an official Black Friday, but rather a Black Friday couple of weeks instead, I would say take advantage of it. Again, obviously, I know a lot of times people like going to actual physical stores, but seeing that a lot of those stores will force you to wear a mask, I know I would much rather buy it from the comfort of my own home and not have to worry about putting on a damn mask. But that's just my thought on the matter. So anyway, those are some of the deals going on right now on Amazon and Best Buy. Again, a lot of great 4K deals for $10, if I might say so myself. And I do. And now for a huge shout out to all of my November Patreon and Subscribe Star members: Albertus Magnus, Animation Commentator, Brian P., David Bobrizik, Dion, Divex, Enrique Evangelista, Father Christopher Miller, Hail Father, Father Damian Cook, Frank the Tank and the Shawhan Wiener Dog Clan, Harold Francis, the Hunker Chunky Funky Monkey, Inflamed Wood, It's a Trap Productions, Jason Clark, Jacob Juice, Jay, Jeffrey Toon, Jonathan Carney, Kenneth Camille, Laura Story ×2, Mad Mitch Dunaway, Mike Jackson, Mr. Peabody and his evil twin, On to June, Orange Hat Reviews, Out of Step with Reality, Outpost Dyer, Riff Magos, Rosetta Allen, Steve Glasker, Teresa Martin, or Miss Martin Muses, Theodore Bendon, Tina Bojan, and Tina B, the Empress of the Universe. Thank you all for being my Patreon members, and a shout out, of course, to my Subscribe Star members: Stand For, John B, Perpetual Punster, Robert Revo, Mr. Roy, Glinzer, Darkstar 57, J. Alex McCarthy Jr., US 888209 Fast, Dean Heiss, J. Rod the Beer Guru, Nabadan G. Adams, and ZK-Man. Thank you to my Subscribe Star and Patreon members for supporting me for this month. I hope that you are enjoying your perks of getting access to things like a podcast, to giveaways, and also, of course, to other exclusive content. I know I've fallen a little bit behind with the birth of baby Thor, and so I thank you very much for your patience and, of course, for your continued support. You guys are all amazing and beautiful people. Have a wonderful day, and as always, God bless.